Okay, hey, so I just finished watching the episode, whatever the title is, I can't remember right now, and it was honestly probably the best episode I've seen in a long time, and I just finished watching it right now, literally 1 minute ago, so I didn't make any notes on it or anything, but I'm screaming my lungs off. This episode was so perfect. If you don't think, if I hear one complaint, like, I can't, like, this was so perfect. Okay, so this probably won't be very good, and I know I promised I'd make videos, but stuff happens, laptops die, people have a life sometimes, right? Yes, okay. Yeah, but okay, this episode, like, okay, so it starts off where, like, Elena's, like, tripping mad balls everywhere. Obviously, though, because it's Elena, and, like, she killed the hunter last episode. Yeah, and so she's tripping balls everywhere, blah, blah, blah. Klaus comes, or, she stabs Jeremy in the neck. I, like, died. I literally had a conniption fit. I was like, Jeremy! That's what I call Jeremy, Jeremy. Yeah. And so I was like screaming my lungs off for that. And whatever, like she stabbed him, and then like the ring, and he came back, and she's supernatural, whatever. And then after that, like Stefan and Damon came, and they were like, "Oh, you're tripping out." And then it was like, then Klaus called, and Damon, excuse me, Stefan and Klaus were on the phone, and they're talking about like blah blah blah, why is she tripping out, like, oh, I'm at in front of your house, so let me in or whatever. But they didn't go in, they talked outside. And then Elena started freaking out, and she keeps seeing the hunter, and so she went down and to the kitchen, and Damon was like in the cupboards because Damon always cleans Elena's house for her. Anyways, but she went down and was like, Damon, but it wasn't, and she like tripped out and ran out, and then Klaus kidnapped her, and Klaus went through the same thing like a long time ago, and he said that he was never able to get rid of it. That I've already said. He said he wasn't able to get rid of it. It just left him. And he was like suicidal, and his problem was that he's immortal, and he couldn't kill himself, and he tried. And I just like Klaus feels like I love like I know Klaus is a bad guy and all, but like you have to have a heart. You have to like love Klaus. It's just not right if you don't. Like he's actually gone through so much, even though he's kind of a douchebag. But he's a sour asshole, whatever. Yeah, so that happened, and then like, oh yeah, and then they're at Tyler and Caroline, no, Tyler and Haley were at Tyler's house drinking for some guy that died, and Tyler like tripped balls because they were drinking in his house, and Caroline, Caroline came out, Caroline came in with a box of Tyler's shit and was like, "Bleh, leave, I'm done with you," and it was like fake. I thought it was so real. I was like, I was crying. I was like, oh, they're breaking up, ah. And then Klaus came out and was like, Caroline, you shouldn't have to deal with this kind of stuff. It's not fair. It's not right. I died. My insides exploded. I shipped forward, but I also shipped Caroline. And it's a lot of pressure on my life. But I think I shipped Caroline a little bit more just because Klaus needs some love, man. And Caroline is just perfect. And Tyler can get whoever he wants, let's be honest, right? So that was fake. And then And then I can't remember what happened. But I'm sorry this quality is so shitty. Like I have my camera, it's charged, I bought a tripod thing, but my laptop is so crappy I can't even film, and half the time I do film, nothing uploads and it won't like convert or something stupid. And yeah. And so Klaus put Elaine in this like special holding area with no windows so she won't like rip off her ring. And then Caroline came. I mean Catherine Catherine came, and I was like screaming my lungs off. I was so happy. I love Catherine. She is perfect in every way. There's nothing about Catherine that's not perfect. Like, yeah, everyone hated her in the beginning, but now she's like you have to look deep into her, like, to understand why she's the way she is. From that one episode in like 220 or something, 216. Yeah. But yeah. And she was in the cellar. yeah, that was pretty exciting. And then she was like telling Elena how weak she is, and so was the Hunter guy. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. And then Stefan came, like they did all this like stuff, like sneaking around and like conniving. So then Elena came in and was like, well, Stefan came in and then it was like, Elena, stop. And she stabbed him because she thought it was a Hunter. So then she like peace, she was like, peace bitches, and she left. And then she was running around and she went to this bridge scene and she had like, it was Mama Gilbert and Elena, and they're like having deep conversations about like how disappointed she is and everything, and like, well, actually how she's not disappointed, but like trying to get her to kill herself and stuff, but at the same time not, but at the same time is, because she wanted her to take off the ring but not jump in the water. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and then there's like the scene with like that sketchy witch dude and Damon. They're talking about that. Obviously, the witch dude knows what's going on. Like he knows everything somehow, and I don't know what his trip is and how he knows so much. And there's like this talk, which is this is probably foreshadowing about the like the first gravestone and then like the first tombstone and then like the two Shilla guys. Or I can't even remember the name. Like it's not in it. And then there's at the bar with Klaus and Caroline, and then like they knew that she was like saying her, and afterwards she was like, "You're pretty, but I would still kill you." Like I'm so mad. Like and then like obviously we all know he wouldn't. He would regret it so much. Like can't. But then she agreed to go on a date with him, and I screamed so bad. And then Tyler like tripped balls. I don't know if I believe that Tyler cheated on Caroline or not. Like I'm sure Haley and Tyler like hooked up because like come on, you're in the middle of nowhere. Like you guys get horny or whatever, right? Like they said that they get overdrive, so they're probably like flipping out from that, and it's just a lot of emotions everywhere all the time. So yeah, episode was really well done, and then at the end when like she was about to like she's just standing there and the sun's coming up, and then Damon's like, "What are you doing, Elena?" And then she's like, "Where's your ring?" And he like jumped into the water. I can't remember what he said though. If someone remembers right here, when they were back in like Elena's room, they're like, vampires don't like water, or like vampires can't swim. He said something about that, or like they love water. I don't know. Something like that, or like the sun doesn't hit the water. I have no idea. I can't remember. Someone like link me or write down what they said. And then yeah, and then like the handhold was like the most sentimental moment of my entire life. I was I was screaming my lungs off. Like I was crying my eyes out, screaming like everything. That like it was not only was it just like yeah, it was like embrace the hand and like it's just so good. And then after that, like David was like, you know what to say about teen suicide? Don't do it. That was so cute. Like yeah, I like that they had an episode about teen suicide because I know it's such a big and up occurring thing now that a lot of teens are like doing that. And I like how the show like she thought through it, like she's gonna like her life and stuff. That was really like it was a good message, a strong message, yes, deep stuff. Yeah, and then the ending was pretty sad. Okay, I shipped Elena, we all know that, right? Like I'm Elena, but I have nothing against Elena. Like I'm totally okay with Elena. But the ending, I cried like a lot when Elena and Stefan were having a little discussion about them breaking up, and she's like, "You feel for Damon and stuff." Like I cried. I was just like, "Oh, you're like your heart's being broken. You guys are both like done." But like you also have to think of it. Like Steph and Elena, they jumped into it so quickly. They had no friendship before. They just like started dating. Elena and Damon, they've worked out to a friendship level and they understand each other's like weaknesses and stuff. And I don't know. This episode was just perfect. And then the ending, like they said that the witch guy said to Bonnie is like, when all this goes down, I'm the only one that'll be able to help you. Which what the hell is gonna happen to Jeremy? I need to know this now. Okay. Anyways, comment, like, subscribe. Tell me what they said so I know. And yeah, I'll try to have more videos out. I'm trying. And go to our giveaway. I'll link it down below. We are shipping worldwide, and it will be sent to you, and we will choose a winner through like a random generator. Okay, thank you. Bye.